Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing amazingly wherever you are on this planet we called Earth. As you can see, I've got a microphone because this is some serious business we're about to talk. But if I end up not using this, I'm going to flash it up here and we'll be using the onboard cam. Mic, even. So this is a part 2 of a video I did about 3 days ago, which was what in the hell is going on with YouTubers and influencers. So I spoke about Braille and I'm Alex, Dr. Disrespect, Linus Tech Tips, all these big channels and whatever you want to call them. But this one's about Mr. Beast, right? Now, I'll hold my hands up, I don't really watch him because his general demographic is children. This is kind of a two-parter. I'm not, just like I did in the first video, I'm not going to go into the details. If you want that, just watch every other video on YouTube at the moment. Mine's more about what's happening, and I have a theory now. I've got an idea. Because I said that influencers and whatnot, well, generally people on YouTube, there's two types. The real ones and ones that have a persona, i.e. Dr. Disrespect. He's not really called Dr. Disrespect, but that's his persona. And I think this is what's happening with Mr. Beast, because I've watched a lot of the videos talking about how he's a fraudster, and, well, to be fair, someone who used to work with Mr. Beast, or for Mr. Beast, came out saying that he was a fraudster, he lies, he's doing illegal lotteries, and this, that, and people have come out about the big Amazon TV show he's doing, which is basically a safe version of, safe apparently, of Squid Games. And a lot of people are saying, that they had to go to hospital because they had broken bones. The athletic young men would basically realise that if we just eliminate the women by force, you know what I mean? But again, this is all allegedly. Someone that currently works for Mr. Beast did say that the bloke that released the video about how bad it is was basically off his trolley. But then there's another person called Ava Chris Tyson. Sorry, I'm looking at notes. Again, I'm not going into the details of them. But what happened is they've been caught talking to underage people and I think potentially sending images. I don't know of what because, well, yeah, it's all archived and they're trying to find it. But it turns out that Mr. Beast was in the bastard chat anyway. In a nutshell, I think I've finally come up with an idea of what's happening. Now, in the first video, I said maybe it's because these people are so caught up in their brand, they become the brand. Dr. Disrespect, for instance, became Dr. Disrespect. Now, I'm not shitting on him. He's just the first one that comes to mind. And I was thinking about this with Mr. Beast because I've watched some of the videos and he always looks socially awkward. Like, I'm not taking a dig at him, but whenever he smiles, like if he was to cover up his face, dead behind the eyes, you know what I mean? It's just fucking no life. But then if you cover his eyes, it's always smiling. You know what I mean? And I think he's just socially awkward. Like behind the camera, fair game, but when he has to do something where it's, I guess, talking to someone like us, the viewers, I don't know, he always just seems a little bit awkward. I think, and this is what's really concreted my idea of this thing I've got now. YouTubers are in over their head. Influencers are in over their heads. So I think what's happening now, not just with Mr. Beast and the other ones I spoke about, I think what happens is they become so caught up in their persona, their story, if you will, that it's like they don't think of the repercussions. Now, these games might be the safest games he's done, Mr. Beast that is, or they might not be. But at the same time, it's almost like use Linus Tech Tips, and even Austin Evans, they started their channels. Oh shit, what was that other fucking guy? Marcus something. I'll put his picture up there because his brain's gone. Or my brain's gone. I can't remember his bloody name. But anyway, I think what happens is they start off just as a very innocent small channel and they think, I'm going to do reviews, I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden it grows and grows into an actual business. And then they have to start employing people like, HR people or, a mental health advisor, stuff like that. And I think what happens is they get so caught up and obviously they've never had to run a business before, so they don't know what they're doing. And maybe people take advantage of that, I don't know. But for me, what happens now, YouTubers just seem to be in over the head, caught up in something that's not them. It's like in wrestling with kayfabe. The Undertaker was always in the Undertaker's kind of gimmick. What's his bloody name? Mark Galloway. Mark, I'm going to call him by his first name. He was always the Undertaker. Dwayne Johnson was always The Rock. They were all in, it was kayfabe. And I don't know if they're trying to withhold this persona, this this thing they're doing, but there's got to be a limit where it crashes down. And I think that's what's happening. Now, with the whole Mr. Beast thing, it's back and forth, so we don't know what's genuine, we don't know what's, whatever. But what I think is they're just getting over their heads. In the end of the day, it's a brand. You want to grow the brand, you want to get money. Someone says, oh, well, we'll give you this much money to do a TV show. You're not going to say no, are you? I mean, as long as it's not as bad as bloody Takeshi's Castle. That was brutal. Like, saying that, apparently you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, with Mr. Beast, and I thought that was a bit kind of thing, because it's kind of almost like, well, shady things are happening, but you're not allowed to say, because I know if you go to the WWE with Vince McMahon, Jesus Christ, he had loads of people sign them for the stuff that he was doing. But I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of just throwing it all out there and not really making any sense. Either way, I really like the microphone in my video. I hope it sounds well. Either way, I've said either way twice, 3 times, shit me. Anyway, hope you stay awesome, be good, drink lots of hydrating juices. That sounds gross. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.